What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, back at it again, and I hope everybody's having an awesome day. So of course I got another unboxing video this time. This is on some vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Playmates, and of course this is graded by Collector Archive Services, so CAS. Now of course if you watch my previous videos, I was doing the, I was collecting the 4 original Turtles on their card back, and of course my goal was to go with different variants. So, I ended up getting a soft head, one with the pop-up mutant display, and of course one with the club flyer. It's got a little flyer to join one of the clubs there. And so now to continue on, so my goal now is to go ahead and get the first 10, of course, on their 10 back card back. Of course, those were the first series, and then after that, they started releasing more figures, but the first original 10 were the first listed on the 10 back card back. And so enough talking, let me just show you what I have. All right, so this literally came in, and I'm really excited about this one. So of course here we have Bebop, which is part of that first 10, the first series that came out. And not only obviously the one thing you'll notice right on top is that this is literally signed by Kevin Eastman. Really awesome. So one of the co-creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then second, of course, this is also another pop-up mutant display variant of the card back, which is really awesome. But this is a 10 card back. Let me show you the back here. So I don't think you can, so of course, the statement of archival is still inside in the poly bag. Of course, that's how a Collector Archive Services ships it. But of course, this is their signature series, because of course they had to validate the signature that's on the card back. But of course, as you can tell, this is a 10 back card back, and I'll show you that. And another thing too that I had to jump on it is that it's unpunched, so really cool. But of course, it's still in its card, it's still not in its card bag, but it's still in its poly bag and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, take it out of the poly bag, and then I'll show you the label and then go more into the action figures. So let me go ahead and do that right now. So there it is outside of the poly bag, and this thing looks incredible. Obviously I love the card backs from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just because it really pops. There's a lot of color, and then of course you got the art detail of the characters, whatever character was featured, of course, in the bubbles. So here you have Bebop, and then of course you got some art right there of Bebop, and then of course now you could really tell that signature from Kevin Eastman, which looks amazing. And let me just bring it up to you guys really close. So there is a signature. I gotta say, man, Kevin Eastman is like not stingy at all when it comes to signing and autographing anything related to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, I've seen all kinds of items, even modern stuff right now. If you ever get to meet up with them, of course he'll sign it. I've seen Nintendo NES cartridges of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles signed, so really awesome. And of course, right here, somebody actually got this signed. I did not. I mean, I got this off a seller out of all the places off of Instagram, and so like I had to jump on it. And of course, this is Bebop. Now, as you can see, this does have the pop-up mutant display stand inside, which is that little cardboard inside right there, so you can display your figure, and there's all his accessories. And the bubble is really nice. It's it's not yellow, it's actually pretty clear, so you could really tell you could really get a good view of the figure and all the accessories. So let me show you the label here. So part of the signature series from Collector Archive Services is that their signature, or not their signature, but their label will be in yellow. So usually they do that when they validate one of the signatures on whatever item you have. So this is of course a 1988 Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Series 1 10 back, and this is Bebop signed by Kevin Eastman. Of course, the card back got an 80, the bubble got a 75, so there's a couple of dents and scratches scratches there, and then of course the figure, you know, it's still in place, so it's got an 85. So overall score was a 76.9, so a 75, which is really great. That's a good score right there, especially, you know, I wouldn't even care if it was a little bit lower, just because, you know, I got that nice signature right there, and it's so fresh, you know, and actually that signature is not that old. It's about I want to say 3 years old, because what shipped with the figure was the certificate here, and of course it's got, you know, the date when it was signed, and of course it was already you know, authenticated. So of course it was signed on March 12, 2017, which is really nice. So I have this nice certificate which I send over to Collector Archive Services, you know, just to kind of make it a lot easier, that I had some kind of proof that this item was signed. Now you don't really have to do that. They'll go ahead and do the legwork for you guys, but you know, since I had this, I went ahead and sent it, and then I just sent them a note saying, you know, please send this back to me. Now I could have had it displayed, you know, side by side, but you know, my OCD, man, like I want to keep the case all the same, just like the 4 turtles, so that way I could kind of display them, you know, on the shelf, kind of like at an angle. That's, you know, that's just my preference. Excuse me, that's just my preference on displaying them. So I didn't really want to do that, but it would have been really cool to go ahead and have the certificate and all that there. But you know, I'm just gonna store that certificate, you know what I'm saying. And then let me show you the back. Of course, like I said, this is the 10 back right here, so mostly this is all the same. You have a little comic strip of how the turtles became the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then of course you got the 10 figures that released in the first series. So of course, you know, I did a video on the 4 turtles. There's Splinter, April O'Neil, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Foot Soldier, and of course Shredder. And right now what I have graded is one of the variants of April O'Neil, so I can't wait to get that back. So as right now, what I'm missing is of course Splinter, a Foot Soldier, Rocksteady, and then of course Shredder. And then of course at the bottom here you do get their bio card, and then you do get the little pizza point right there at the bottom. So really cool, man. And like I said, well, if you are sending anything, I think now they send an email, you know, from Collector Archive Services saying that they're doing like sports memorabilia. So if you do have anything, you know, like a jersey, baseball, football, whatever, and it's signed by a player, whatever, now they're doing that. So really awesome that, you know, they're starting to branch out, not just from action figures, but now to like sports memorabilia. And of course, you know, every time you do get something graded, you do get their like statement of archival, like I was showing you before. And of course, you know, just gives you like the nitty-gritty detail of, you know, when this was graded, you know, what kind of you know, series. If it's not anything like special, if it's not into the series, then it'll just say statement of archival. But then, you know, you do get their nice little stamp right there. It's impressed onto the paper, and then they'll sign it, and then, you know, let you know when it was actually graded and everything like that. So this was graded pretty recent, you know, by the time, you know, shipping and they get it all ready to go, it didn't take that long. But actually this was great, because this was like literally for the signature and everything like that, this literally took like 30 days. So right now that's their turnaround for anything that's carded, is like they have a 30-day turnaround. It's not guaranteed, you know, just in case, like if they do get, you know, bombarded by, you know, more figures and stuff like that. But as of right now, they are doing a 30-day turnaround on carded figures, and so far right now they have not let me down. They've been pretty much on point, you know, sending me stuff graded and everything like that on time. But this is a beautiful piece. I love that it still has the sticker. I wish it wasn't like peeled off. I wish I would have known. I think this is KB Toy Store. I'm not sure. I see I want to say this might be a KB Toy Store, because I think their text was in red. But $4.99, man, back in the day, that's crazy. Now you can't even get figures for that much. But this is a beautiful piece, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. But you know, I can't wait to get that April O'Neil. And of course, like I said, I am still working on the rest of the figures for the first 10. That is going to be my goal right now, is to get the first 10. There was another one being sold that was a Rocksteady, also signed, and now I regret passing it up, because it would have been nice to have both of these guys signed. But I do have a interesting variant on April O'Neil, which I'm going to go into details once that one comes in, because there are multiple variants with April O'Neil. And of course, you know, Shredder does have a soft head. I mean, most of these figures do have soft heads. I don't think the Foot Soldier had a soft head, but I'll have to do some research on that. But I know most of these figures, I'm thinking these two did not come with soft heads. I know there's a Splinter soft head, Bebop soft head, Rocksteady, Shredder, and then the 4 Turtles. But I don't think April O'Neil had a soft head, and I don't think the Foot Soldier had a soft head. But oh man, this is a beautiful piece. I wish I could get like some kind of international version of this. That'd be really great, but you know, like a Bandai or something like that, that'd be really cool. But those are really hard to find out there. So but that's it, man. I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, this literally came in over the weekend, and so I just wanted to share this with you guys. I think this is a beautiful piece, and like I said, it's signed, and you know, it's a gorgeous, you know, addition to the collection. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next video.